Global War 36 enthusiast here with Operation from Russia with Love, turn 15.5, Commonwealth. It is July 1943. I am generating PBE in real time. Let's see what happens. Okay, I have 2 tech rolls. First I'm rolling for Amphibious Doctrine at a 7 or higher. PBE generated a 9, so I succeed and advance to stage 2. Amphibious Doctrine, Britain, where the heck am I? Amphibious Doctrine, okay, here we go. And then I tried for long-range aircraft. I needed an 8 or higher. PBE generated a 10. So I succeed. I'm up to stage 3. Purchases. With Great Britain, I have 26 IPP to spend. I will purchase 2 Marines for 8. I'll purchase 2 medium armor for 12, that's 20, and 1 naval transport for 6, that's 26. FEC, I have 12 IPP to spend. I'll purchase 1 fighter for Lend-Lease. I'm going to send that to the KMT, and then I'll save 2 IPP. Let's just briefly talk about Anzac. Anzac doesn't have any money because their capital fell. I'm not going to be able to recapture it, so I'm going to remove this motorized infantry and this naval transport. I think that's all the units. They gave the full measure, Anzac, respect. Okay, combat movement. Let's back this off a little bit. All right, from, up in A8, off the coast of Narva in Norway, I'm going to be convoy raiding with the 2 British subs. In southern England, these 2 fighters are going to fly down to M2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to M2. So they have to land in M2. And then, so in C-Zone A44, I'm going to bring everything over except these 2 transports. So I'm bringing over the 2 light carriers with the 2 fighters, the battle cruiser, the 5 heavy cruisers, 2 light cruisers, 3 destroyers, and 3 battleships, a coastal defense ship, and 3 torpedo boat destroyers. So that's going to move all these forces here into A44. And then from Gibraltar, I'm going to fly 1 medium bomber out on map, 1 tactical, I did not have that one on map. Wonder if I want to have that one on map. Yeah, I guess I'll make that one on map. And this seaplane will go out on map too. So I'll have those 3 out on map. And then you know what? I'm not going to have that tactical on map. I'm going to have one of these fighters that comes out from Gibraltar can be on map. This tactical will just be normal. Then these 2 fighters will come out on normal. So let's go over some fuel gauge issues. The 2 fighters that flew all the way from southern England, they have to land on those light carriers. So that's what's happening there. The 1 fighter here that came out from Gibraltar, of course, has a map range of 1. But these 4 fighters here are either 3s or 4. I only need 3 more movement with those 4 fighters there. So the tactical bomber and the 4 fighters, they all have a range of 3 further after this. Let's see if there's anything. I think that's it as far as the M2 battle. And then way over in P33 off the coast of Japan, down in Okinawa, that sub is going to move to P50. Let's put that on camera. That'd be a good idea to show you what I'm doing. Sorry about that. I'm just going to move this guy down 1, 2, 3 to P50. And I will conduct convoy raiding there in P50. All right, that's the end of my combat movement. Zoom in a little bit here. I think I'm going to kill my phone while it's blowing up here. They're probably reacting to my, maybe they're reacting to my luck about PBE, I don't know. All right, sorry about that interruption. So, this looks pretty good. I'm going to back it out just a little bit. Oops. Hopefully we can get those dice on there. And it's still hopefully within good enough range. All right, let's do the convoy raiding up in Norway. So Germany does have radar, so now it's flat. So it's no plus, just a neutral roll. Red is the attacker. And that's going to be 2 points of damage max off of Germany. So I have Germany with 61. And why don't we do the other convoy rating before we do the big battle? This is the one against Japan. I don't think Japan has radar yet. So this is a +2 in P50. I should have announced red is the attacker. Red's always the attacker. So I have a +2. So I end up taking 3 away from Japan. Now let's see what that knocks Japan down to. 75 on the nose. All right, now the big battle. I'm fairly confident I'm going to make a lot of mistakes here. So my 3 destroyers are pairing with the 3 aircraft on map. The 3 aircraft on map are 1 fighter, a medium bomber, and a seaplane. So hopefully I remember, I guess on the first round, it doesn't matter that I shouldn't have put that fighter on map. Now I see how I was thinking about the TAC. Okay, it doesn't matter. Because the fighter that's on map, its first round of combat is going to be air superiority. So I can only have 2 aircraft pairing with destroyers, I think. Or maybe I can still pair it. That's interesting. So I will have 3 destroyers paired. That's an interesting little wrinkle. Pairing a destroyer with a fighter, even though that fighter is going to be used to attack other enemy fighters. And I guess I should roll it separately because maybe I'll kill all his aircraft. The Italian player has 2 seaplanes and a fighter, but with 7 fighters, it's possible I might get more than 3 hits. So I should roll that separately. I tip my hat to Silk for pointing that out to me, that I should roll them separately. All right, let's see how badly I can mess this up. 3 torpedo boat destroyers at 2. This is the attacking British torpedo boat destroyers. Miss. Now I've got the 3 paired destroyers at 4. These could count as submarine hits. Got 1, so I'm going to have 1 hit. And I'm going to hold over to the side that this is 1 possible submarine hit out of 2 submarines that the Axis have there. Okay, next I've got the coastal defense ship at a 4. Of course, this can't hit a sub. Miss. Now I've got the seaplane at a 5. This is on map and it could cause a submarine hit. Nope. And I've got the 2 light cruisers. These have aircraft selection on a 1 to 3, a target selection on aircraft if I roll a 1 to 3. And I did roll a 3 there. So I do get 1 aircraft hit. Of course, I'll choose his fighter. All right. And we'll put that up here. We'll mark that we got 1 hit there. Whoops. That is first strikes. That's wrong. Blue is air. And that's 1. All right. Now, we have a whole bunch of fighters. 7 fighters, but I'm going to roll them separately because one of them's on map. So here's the 6 fighters that are not on map. Darn. Okay, I only got 2 hits. But actually I'm okay because he only has 2 more aircraft to take. Put my aircraft counter up to 3 here. And we have the 1 fighter that's on map that could potentially hit a sub. Okay, so I have enough hits for subs. I did get 4 aircraft. Here, just keeping track of the fighters. Now let's do the 5, 2, 4, 5 heavy cruisers at 6. 2 more hits. Let's see if we can't get that to a 3. Okay. Hard to reach across the dice tower there. And then I've got a medium bomber that is on. I don't need to keep track of the submarines anymore. I have enough sub hits. Okay, medium bomber at 7 and a battle cruiser at 7. I can roll these together. They don't have any special abilities. 2 more hits. This gets knocked up to a 5. And then we have 1 tac bomber with target selection. Ooh, good. I did get a target selection hit. And that's this red die. I will choose the light cruiser. And then I have 3 battleships at 8. Two more hits. Okay, so all told, I had 12 hits to him. And he said he wanted to take the torpedo boat destroyer, the sub, then he wanted to take the 5 destroyers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus these 6 is 12. That includes the submarine. So I think that is how he wanted to take it. Hope I haven't messed that up. Let me double check. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, okay. Now let's do the retaliatory strikes. The Axis have 1 at 2 with their torpedo boat destroyer. That's a hit. I think I'll damage my battleship. And then he's got 1 at 3 with his submarine. This has a target select. Actually, should I damage my battleship first? I think I get to wait until afterwards. So I'll just keep track of how many hits he's done to me. He has done 1 hit to me so far. Okay, now he's got the 1 submarine at 3. Miss. Okay, I don't think his seaplanes get to fire because I don't have any subs. I don't have any naval transports. I think there's even something about they have to take their hits last. Don't remember it off the top of my head, but you guys correct it. I'll PBE it if I do need to roll with the 2 seaplanes. But he just doesn't have any valid targets. Now he's got 5 destroyers. 2, 4, 5. I'm rolling destroyers separately from the advanced submarine because he has target selection with the advanced submarine. Here's 5 at 4. Jesus. 4 hits. Okay, so that knocks me up to 5 hits total. Very lucky. All right, and then he gets the the submarine, the advanced submarine, hits on a 1. I'm gonna declare that cocked and roll it again. 11. Okay. So he misses there. Now he's got the light cruiser. He has an aircraft on a 1, 2, or 3. Oh, it almost was. Okay, that's a miss. So he got lucky with the destroyers, but I got lucky there that he didn't hit there with the light cruiser. He has 3 heavy cruisers at 6. 2 hits. So that puts me up to 7. And then he has the fighter that could potentially take out my seaplane. Yep, okay. I have a 1 air. Okay, and then he has the 2 battleships at 8. You know what, I messed up here. I'll have to redo this, because redo his casualties, because he's going to take hits on his battleships. Okay, he did 1 more. So he did 10 to me. God, unbelievable. I did 12 to him, he did 10 to me. All right, so he's definitely going to take 2 hits on the battleship. That'll free up 2 units. And I think one of those units he wanted to save was his sub and a destroyer. That would be much smarter for him to do his 12 hits. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and then 2 damaged battleships. So thank goodness I caught that before the end. He did 10 to me, so I'm going to take 3 damage to my battleships. And I'll lose the seaplane. And then I still have to lose 6 more. So 1, 2, 3. I think 1, 2, 3. All right. Oh, that's such a bummer. Okay. Next round, I have 1 destroyer at 4. That's a hit. Oh, this stuff is off to the side, so now this is damaged. This submerges. The advanced submarine, defending submarines submerge after the first round. Okay, so we have 2 light cruisers, 5 or higher. The aircraft part doesn't matter anymore. 1 hit. Now I think did I hit with my destroyer a second ago? I don't know. I hope I didn't. And then I've got 5 heavy cruisers. I'll do 2 rounds of 6 with my 5 heavy cruisers and 7 fighters, so it's 2 at 6. 1, 2, 3. Just need 2 more hits. Yeah, okay. And then I've got 3 at 7. Miss. And I've got 3 at 6 with my just damaged battleships. Yay! Okay, so I barely limp across the finish line, killing everything. All right, so he has 1 at 4. Miss. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at 6. You're 50-50. 3 hits. Okay, so what do I want to take with my 3 hits? Does he has that sub. He could go after me with his sub. He's got other subs over there too. I don't care. I'm going to definitely take this destroyer as 1. And then do I need to worry about aircraft anymore? I'm going to say no and take my 2 light cruisers. Okay, so I prevail in M2 with 3 damaged battleships, 5 heavy cruisers, 1 battle cruiser, 2 light carriers, and And then I've got the 7 fighters, the medium bomber, and the TAC. I think that's all my combat. So it'll be interesting to see how badly I mess that up. All right, so where to fly these planes? So the 4 fighters that had a range of 3 are going to fly 1, 2, 3 and land in Egypt. So I'll have 4 fighters there in Egypt, and we can start to push Transjordan back and get back my Egyptian holdings. All right, and then I think I'm going to fly the tactical bomber over there too. And then the medium bomber and the seaplane. Oh, the seaplane died. Medium bomber will land in Gibraltar. 1 fighter will land in Gibraltar. This guy, the one that's on map, will come off map and land in Gibraltar. So all I have as far as aircraft in Gibraltar are a fighter and a medium bomber. And then the 2 other fighters landed on the carriers there. So I had 7 fighters, 1 is in Gibraltar, 2 are in M2, and 4 are in Lower Egypt. Oh, you guys couldn't see my moves to Lower Egypt. I'm so sorry. Let's go out to normal magnification. So I have the 4 fighters there in Lower Egypt. All right, now let's go up to southern England. 2 Marines are going to move from London over to southern England. And then this naval transport is going to leave port into A21, pick up 2 different Marines, and carry them down to Gibraltar and drop them off in Gibraltar and go in port in Gibraltar. This other transport, well, one of the other transports will go in port in Gibraltar. So I'll have 2 there. And then another one that started here will move up and go in port in southern England. So there were 2 that started off here. 1 went into port with the one from southern England. The other one went up to replace the one in southern England. Okay, from Rhodesia down in Africa. These 2 medium armor will move back to Buchanan. And then from Cape Town, 2 infantry and 2 artillery move into Buchanan. I am massacring, I'm sure. I do not know how to pronounce that. So in Cape Town, there's just a medium bomber, Free French medium bomber, and a infantry. Okay, let's go over to Calcutta. In Calcutta, I'm going to have 4 infantry move to Bengal. And I'm going to rail this artillery to join the force in Siam. Oh, no, I mean what is this? This isn't Siam. Burma. Right, of course. Then I'll fly a fighter there. So I'll do a review at the end of the turn. Let's see. I think we're ready for placement of units. In Calcutta, the factory produces this KMT fighter, moves along the Burma Road into Yunnan. And then we'll go over to London, in London, 2 Marines and 2 medium armor. And then in southern England, I will build another naval transport. So that'll be in port there. Collect income. Great Britain has 22, plus 3 is 25. FEC has 9, plus 2 saved equals 11. Okay, now we start Free France's turn. I don't have any IPP to spend. I just have two combat movements from Cape Town. That medium bomber there is going to fly over to Madagascar. 1, 2, hit that minor port. 3, 4, land in Cape Town. And then I'm going to do convoy raiding in P15. Okay. That's my combat movement. Let's go over here to the, zoom in a little bit for the rolling. Okay. So we've got 1d6 against the minor port to see how much damage I do. This is the medium bomber hitting that Madagascar port. Okay, whatever the max damage is. I think it might be 5 for a minor port or a major port, but we'll suss that out. And I'll tentatively put a 5 here. Maybe it's 6. All right, and then see if the Free French are down to just 1 unit. Here's the AA in response. Nope, does not get hit. Okay, and then I've got the convoy raiding. So red is the attacker. The Japanese do not have radar, so I think they take 1 more point of damage in P15. And that will knock them down to 74. All right, I think I do not have any non-combat. Oh, I have to fly the bomber back. That's my non-combat. Okay, collect income, 0. I don't get to even collect any income with the Free French anymore. They are so destitute. All right, let's do disposition of forces. In northern England, I have 1 militia. In London, I have 3 militia, 2 marines, 2 medium armor. In port there in London, I have a coastal defense ship, a Free French destroyer, and 2 naval transports. On map, in C-Zone A23 is a fighter, and C-Zone A22 is a fighter on map. In southern England, there is American medium bomber and 2 American fighters. There is a British air transport, 3 militia, 4 infantry, 3 marines, 2 airborne, 2 anti-aircraft artillery, and that's it for the... Oh, and 2 naval transports in port in southern England. All right, in Gibraltar, I have 1 militia, 3 infantry, 1 anti-aircraft artillery, 1 fighter, 1 medium bomber. The Americans have 1 airborne infantry, 1 mountain infantry, 2 marines. Oh, I also have 2 marines myself. I didn't catch there. 2 naval transports are also in port there. The Americans there in Gibraltar have 2 tacticals, 5 fighters, and an air transport. All right, in C-Zone A44, I just have a Turkish destroyer. In C-Zone M2, I have 3 damaged battleship. I got a question about that. If I can keep my damaged battleships in the C-Zone, this is a dockyard here, and they would be adjacent to a dockyard, and I think they can repair next turn as long as they don't move. If that's the case, then I want to keep them right there. If they have to be in the dockyard at the start of the turn to get repaired, then I want to move them back. But I think they can get repaired in that C-Zone. So I'm going to leave in this C-Zone. I will have 2 light carriers with 2 fighters, 3 damaged battleships, 1 battle cruiser, 5 heavy cruisers, and I think I mentioned the 2 fighters. Okay, going down to Bucanaland, I have 2 infantry, 2 medium armor, 2 artillery. Down in Cape Town, I have a British infantry and a Free French medium bomber. South Africa has a militia. Over in Lower Egypt, I have 1 militia, 12 infantry, 2 artillery, 1 anti-aircraft artillery, 4 fighters, and a tactical bomber. In Maharashtra, I have a militia. Southern India, I want to add one more non-combat. I want to move this motorized here to Southern India. These guys are actually in Calcutta. In Calcutta, we have the 3 American heavy strategic bombers. Love you, Bruce. 3 militia, 3 infantry, 3 anti-aircraft artillery, 1 tank destroyer. In Bengal, I have 4 infantry. In Burma, I have 7 British infantry, 6 Gurkhas, 3 anti-aircraft artillery, 1 artillery, 2 fighters. In P-50, I have a British sub. In P-15, I have a French sub. And I think that, and then up in A-8, I have the 2 British convoy rating submarines. I believe that is the end of my turn. Next up is a Board Gaming Bro with 15.7 Italy.